no surprise that I really enjoyed the DualSense Edge, as Sony's first-party pro controller did a lot right, and it won last year's Gamer Heaven Controller and Real Game Awards Best PlayStation Controller, despite only having 2 rear buttons, which is 2 less than any pro controller should have. If you want to see how Sony's late contender competes with Microsoft's first-party offering, the Elite Series 2, check out the video in the description below. But unfortunately, when you pick up an Edge from the shelves of Best Buy or Walmart or the virtual aisles of Amazon, they all look the same. That white and black reversed Oreo two-tone design that Sony goes with their ecosystem for the PlayStation. And up until now, you had a couple of options, literally 2. You could buy from a company called Mega Mods, which I've reviewed some of their products, their controllers in the past. However, they have gone out of business recently. So that's an option that no longer exists. And even when it did exist, I wouldn't have advised purchasing a controller from them near the end of their career making controllers. But if you have a little DIY knowledge, you can pick up parts yourself on Amazon from a company called ExtremeRate, or you might see them labeled as Play Vital. That's their sister company, but it's the same parts. And you disassemble a DualSense Edge controller and customize it from there. However, you would have no warranty at that point, as when you take apart the controller, the Sony warranty's out the window. And the fact of the matter is, even though it's pretty simple to do most of these mods, most of them don't require any soldering on the board, and I do have tutorials walking you through a lot of these, you can still fuck up your controller. But a new controller company has entered the arena called GG, or Good Game, I'm assuming, Customs. And it's very admirable to see new controller companies entering the arena, the crucible, so to speak, because it is virtually impossible for them to actually compete with the big dogs such as Scuff, Aim, Hyper, and Cinch. Is it impossible? No. And I'm not saying don't try. No new company should attempt to make controllers, but they can't really offer what the other big companies can for the customers. We're going to talk about a little bit of those cons or setbacks to dealing with a small controller company in this video. But the major pro here, or the benefit, is that if you are looking for a DualSense Edge custom that is pre-assembled from a company that exists and isn't going to rip you off, you now have this option. I do think their pricing is a little bit steep. Same thing with Get a Grip Customs with the $330 Ocho that I reviewed. And the thing is, it's not like these controller companies are trying to be greedy. The fact of the matter is, these small controller companies have to remain profitable, and in order for them to do that, they kind of have to charge a certain amount. I'm getting way ahead of myself. There's a review to be had here. Let's get it. So a quick disclaimer to my audience, the Stallions and Stallionettes. This controller, as well as another custom DualSense, not an Edge, but a custom PlayStation 5 controller, were sent for review about 3 months ago from this company. Thank you so much for your patience, not, really drilling me, hey bud, you're reviewing our product or what? But I have gotten a lot of stick time with both of these models, so I do feel confident in all of my statements in this video. And today we are focusing on the Edge custom. Later this week, Friday at the latest, I'll be getting out the review for their regular PS5 custom if you were to spec one out in their builder. But there's the disclaimer. These products were sent for review. I didn't spend any of my hard-earned money on them. However, this company doesn't get an early preview. I haven't been paid to say or not say anything about them. All the thoughts in this video, 100% my own. And as usual, if there's any cons, shortcomings, or areas of improvement, you are going to hear about it. So these companies make better products over time. And with a new company like this, feedback is very important so they can improve. Over here at ggcustoms.ca, not California, but this is their website. Let's take a look at what they have to offer. I will say their website cosmetically is not the prettiest, also not the easiest to browse or navigate, not a little drop down with PlayStation, Xbox, the usual. Also, the fancy font looks cool, but it makes reading it a little bit difficult. Now, you will see a lot of these shells are pretty generic, for lack of a better word, as in you see them on the builders of several other custom controller companies, and also you can buy them yourself on Amazon. The only two I had never seen before is this one and this one, as I had only seen these from Hyper. I thought they were exclusives to Hyper. In fact, I'm pretty sure they were at the time, but now these are elsewhere. Now, there's some words on screen if you wanted to pause and read some of the company vision, what they specialize in, who these people are. Now, they do have a builder. This is going to get better over time, as they tend to do, but over here in all caps, build your own. Take us to the builder, please, sweetheart. Okay, I had to click her a couple times to get her to remember where she was. And we're going to do the DualSense Edge over here, which starts at $450. What is C dollars? Is that like V-Bucks or something? Is that just US dollars or Canadian? That might be Canadian or something. We've got to do conversion. Okay, that's much better. If that is Canadian, as this puts it in line with a lot of its competitors that are in that $300 price point. It's a very common price point for the PlayStation custom controllers. Whether you agree with it or not, who the fuck cares? Now, clicking previous and next, I don't really think these should be here because it actually just cancels out all your selections and moves to the next product in line, which would be a regular DualSense controller, but we want to work on the Edge custom over here. Customers. So you start with the base color, which they have not very many of. You don't see a lot of hydro dipped graphics here, a lot of solids, metallics, and gradients. Then you have a back shell option. Now, when you select these, it'd be cool if it automatically flipped the controller around, showed it to you. Also, when you select these options, it doesn't actually change it in the builder picture. This is going to get better over time, I'm sure. At least I hope to God it does. Touchpad color, there's only two options here. White, black. Limited here with the customization, I would say. All these drop downs, very limited, very minimal customization options. But one thing that makes this company shine bright like a diamond, sweetheart, is when you scroll down with your little scrolly wheel and you come down to their warranty coverage. Now, if they're going to make good on this claim that I'm highlighting right now and really do have a lifetime warranty, the only other controller company that currently offers a lifetime warranty is AIM. And yes, that is a lifetime warranty. It is limited in the fact that it only covers stick drift for 45 days, which is crazy. I talk about that all the time, but it covers a ton of other shit that would break over time on a controller. And if this little company is popping out of the woodworks offering a lifetime warranty, that's fantastic. They'll make good on that. Customers do have to cover shipping costs though, to and fro for repairs, which I always think is pretty stinky, but every single controller company has that policy in place. It's so weird. They do not want to send you a prepaid shipping label. It ain't like Amazon or Walmart. They really want you to pay that shipping, my friend. And of course, this isn't going to cover any damage, slips, trips, workplace mishaps. Your Timberland boots weren't laced up tight enough and got caught in a forklift and you ripped your ankle off. Apparently, we're in a construction zone now. But anyway, warranty coverage, you know, don't modify your controller, which you shouldn't need to because it's already customized. So that right there would be the only reason that I would recommend to my audience to pay $330 plus shipping for a DualSense Edge custom, considering you can get that controller brand new from PlayStation Direct or Amazon for. So we've got our DualSense Edge stalker over here, our donor candidate controller that will no longer look like this, $200. Then you've got the parts for the build. You've got these swappable thumbstick caps. These are good. They come in multiple colors. I've reviewed them. You got little stick-on rubber grips. Not a big fan of them. Fitment's usually not great. If you do want to customize the looks because you care about cosmetics, boom. Back shell, the chin trim piece. And as you scroll down, you're going to see a bunch more parts here, including the half domes and the lever backs, which I have reviewed. Did a little vertical short form video when they came out. But here we go. This is really cost effective. $27, and this is a full replacement kit. So this is all the buttons, the touchpad, front and rear shell. So we'll say about $260. You can customize yourself a DualSense Edge. So you're saving a little bit of money to do it yourself, but you would have no warranty in place, as where if you buy through, I closed their website already, god damn it. As where if you were to purchase through, whoa, do you see that little animation? That was cool. As where if you buy through GG or Good Game, my friend, you do have a lifetime warranty. At least that's what they're claiming here. Now, this is a new company, so I don't really have a track record where we can look back and be like, yes, stuff used to be terrible between the PlayStation 4 and Xbox 360 era, but then they were acquired by Corsair, which really whipped the quality control into shape. This company's brand new, so we can't really do that with them yet. But if they do make good by that lifetime warranty claim, that's huge, as is the price tag for buying one of these controllers. And as far as wait time or lead times, if you will, come on, pull it down there. There we go. Because this is important. When do you actually get your controller? You spend $300. When do you get anything for it? About 10 to 26 days. Long time, but not nearly as long as some of these other controller companies. Battle Beaver, looking at you, sweetheart. That 3 months, I haven't forgot about it. So time to put the dick in verdict here. Do I recommend GG Customs? Well, let me smack my coffee one time, like it owes me some money. It's really difficult for a new controller company to be competitive at start at inception and then remain competitive with these large companies like Scuf, who's actually owned by Corsair, a fucking huge parent company. It's very difficult for these new startup custom controller companies to be competitive with pricing, with a smooth builder and website layout, and also with just being trusted by customers and reviewers. You're a new company. There's no history or track record we can look through of, oh yeah, they've got 6 years of solid customer support and refunds being dealt out in timely manners. What we do know, conversion all done on Google, about $330 you can get a lifetime warranty covered, pretty limited in the customization, modified DualSense Edge Pro controller. But here's my verdict, I guess you will. The only tweaks to this controller are cosmetic ones that you yourself can do for pennies on the dollar if you have a little bit of DIY knowledge and you buy the parts from Amazon, PlayVital, or ExtremeRate is the companies that sell the parts. Now, granted, you have no warranty at that place and you could mess your controller up, but the DualSense Edge Custom from GG is just cosmetic tweaks. I would have loved if they did some kind of soldering on the back and added an extra 2 rear buttons to where it was now a proper 4 rear button controller, what Sony should have absolutely made themselves. So these mods are all flash, no dash, all show, no go, all form, no function. And if I'm going to buy a DualSense Edge Custom, if I'm going to spend my money on something that's not the standard regular DualSense, I don't just want it to look different, I want it to perform different, meaning additional rear buttons, perhaps pre-installed Hall Effect thumbstick modules, because those now do exist. There is a third-party company, BC Mods. They're pretty pricey, but there is third-party Hall Effect thumbstick modules you can drop into an Edge to make it way more stick drift proof in the long run. And it would have been cool if GG would have had one that's already pimped out like that. It's got the Hall Effects and extra rear buttons, and the fact of the matter is, it's great that this exists, and it is an option for you if you don't mind paying about $80 to $100 more than it would cost for you to build this controller, but you'll have a lifetime warranty versus 0. But I can't speak on the validity of that lifetime warranty because this is a brand new company. Yeah. There it is. That's a review. That's a controller review right there if I've ever done one, seen one. Drop in the comment section below what you think of this controller. Probably don't think anything yet because nobody's bought one of these yet. What do you think of the way they looked? And I will see you Stallions and Stallionettes soon. Much sooner than these videos have been spaced out. I used to be a daily uploader for like a long while. And then the last month or so, last couple months has been like video every like couple weeks. And that's not how we do it around here. Anyway, bye. If you enjoyed the video, liking it helps it to get seen by more gamers, so this information will reach and assist them as well. Much like the back of the TV, I've got plugs for all of my socials down there in the description below. And your wallet will greatly thank you if you check the description because there are exclusive discounts on a ton of products, including controllers, KontrolFreeks, keyboards, mouse pads, clothes, and energy drinks. And keep in mind that you, the viewer, keep this channel running. The more Stallions and Stallionettes trotting around the stable, the better, so mollywop that subscribe button like it owes you money, and we'll have the same amount of fun tomorrow.